Indices traded with a bearish bias yesterday. Specifically, US30 has shown a little retracement after having a good drop towards 34,300 levels, and now again at 34,500, it is staying above 34,500 levels. So, what to expect from Tech 100, Dow Jones, DAX, and UK 100 today? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. We are going to see within the same sequence, that is the first US indices, then Germany, and in the end UK. Do watch till the end. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Press the bell icon which keeps you updated with the twice a day analysis. This is the first update for the day. The next update for US indices will be released before the US session. Watch that also. Let's start first Tech 100. Also, you can remain updated with the market moves by joining my free Telegram channel. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. Now look at Tech 100. See, first base is created here, lower lows, then lower highs. It is staying in this bearish channel. Now only if you see it is staying above 15,320 levels, possibly we can expect a little rise. However, 360, 380, the next resistance zone, and beyond that is where we can treat this for a reversal. So if you see Tech 100 is staying above 15,380, you can expect that possibly it is trying to reverse. Now what has happened on the hourly charts, you can see closely the hourly charts. You will find previously 15,250 levels given it a good resistance. We have seen it pulling back. Now 15,250, 240 is giving it a good support. So as long as 15,240 is respected, we are not going to treat this as bearish as well. Now what to expect, you can see drop, retracement, and if it breaks past, in fact I'll see beyond 15 to 80 you can try to initiate. However, 300, 320, very good resistance, and then 350, 360 is the next resistance zone. Stochastic is rising, MACD is trading with a bullish bias, RSI is flat, and if you look at 2-hour chart, similarly on the 2-hour chart, see it is trying to break out after yielding lower highs, flat bottom, trying to break out on the upside. So possibly it may try to retrace towards the 20 period moving average at 15,300, and in fact can try to march towards 15,360 as well. But still it is going to stay bearish as long as it fails to break past 15,500 levels. That is, see, reversal today can be considered if it stays above 15,400, and bullishness can be considered if it stays above 15,500. Chances are very less. The stochastic has dropped. It was near to high. The MACD is crossing over here for buy, and this crossover has come at a lower levels, but it can stretch the drop as well. However, right now it is trying to look upwards. RSI is coming out of the oversold zone, and on the 3-hour, similar observation here on the 3-hour charts, possibly 15,300. Once it breaks past by, we can look forward to 340, 360 zone, and beyond that more bullishness. However, look at this, the moving averages have crossed over here. This is a bearish sign for Tech 100, and possibly it may find very strong resistance at around this zone. You have to be careful as long as 15,400 is respected. Stochastic rising, MACD. Now see, MACD on the 3-hour charts is converging. It has seen long bearish streak. Possibly it could try to converge crossover. RSI is looking upwards, and on the 4-hour, now look at 4-hour charts here. See, retracement, it was staying outside Bollinger Bands. We have seen a pullback, now couple of retracement candles, and it is trying to rise again. So yes, once you see it staying above this zone at 15,300, definitely little more bullishness might take it for 15,340, 360 zone. Greater resistance exists there. Yes, the 20 and 50 period moving average have not yet crossed over. It is on the verge of a crossover. This is a bearish sign here, and possibly Tech 100 might continue bearish for a while. However, right now it is looking forward to a little pullback. We have to be very cautious alert as long as 15,400 is not breached on the upside. Stochastic rising, MACD is bearish, trying to converge here. RSI is flat near to bottom. Coming to the daily, now look at the daily chart. See, couple of bearish candle, bearishness getting diminished here, you can see, and also you can see a longer tail on the downside. This suggests that possibly the prices are not willing to stay bearish, and we can see a possible pullback. Now a possible pullback from here, the 20 period moving average right now giving it a resistance. If it yields a symmetrical candles, it can try to head towards 15,380, 400 zone at max, and in fact we can see a good swing as well. So what it may try to do, lower highs, higher lows, it can stay within the zone here at 15,150 or 200 and 15,350 or 400. So largely saying these 300 points, 15,150 to 15,400, almost 350 points, my bad, 250 points, and within this 250 points we may see a swing in Tech 100. Possibility exists for this. Stochastic has dropped here. The MACD is willing to converge crossover. It is still in green and RSI is flat. Looking at this, I will recommend you to buy here at 15,300 levels. But then very alert you have to be, as long as 15,340, 360 is the first resistance zone, and then 380, 400 the next resistance zone. Above 400 is where we can see little more bullishness, taking it for 15,440 and 15,500 levels, the next stronger resistance levels. Chances are less that it is going to break past 15,500. However, these are markets you have to keep your options open. On the downside, you can sell here at 240 levels. However, 200, 160, very strong support there. 140, 160 is the next strongest support. 140, 170 rather, I will say 140, 170 is the next strongest support zone. It may not be able to break past 15,140. If it stays below 15,140, more bearishness may prevail, where we can in fact expect 15,050 and 15,000 levels as well. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Dow Jones, and before we proceed, if you want to learn this art of trading, should join my mentorship batch. The 25th batch is going to start on 11th of September. Register yourself now itself. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now look at US30 on the early charts, taking the support from the 20 period moving average, getting the resistance at 34,550. Now it is trying to reverse. So possibly once it stays below 34,450 is where the bears will try to take over for 400, 350. These are two very strong milestones, and then 300. Three very strong milestones for Dow Jones today. If you look at higher lows, higher highs, so 400 is going to be a greater support for on the downside, and 600 is going to be a greater resistance on the upside. Stochastic near to overbought. MACD is in green, trying to converge. RSI now looking downwards here. Coming to 2 hour chart. On the 2 hour charts, likewise consolidation going on. A breakout is awaited, and a breakout above 34,550 or a below 34,450, we can take our positions in. Within these 100 points, we have to just watch. Stochastic dropping. MACD is in green, trying to converge a bit. See, candles have flattened here. RSI is flat already. Coming to 3 hour, similar observation here, higher lows, lower highs. Let it give a breakout either which ways. Now see, multiple green candles, and these are swing candles, possibly below 34,450. We can see more bearishness, and in fact it can drop sharply on the downside. We have to remain careful. Stochastic is overbought. MACD has crossed over at bottom, trying to trade with little divergence, little bullishness. Also, if you look at, this is the first wave, second wave initiating here, and this is initiating from a higher level. So if it continues on the upside, more bullish momentum can be seen in Dow Jones in the near future, that is next week as well. RSI has come out of the oversold levels. Coming to 4 hour charts, if you look at 4 hour charts, see, body size has getting diminished, lower highs, higher lows. Now it is trying to give a breakout. This breakout can be a stronger one. You have to remain careful. Below 450 is where the bears will take over. Stochastic near to overbought. MACD has crossed over, and see, this is important to note because MACD has crossed over after a strong bearish move here. So we have to be careful, watchful. It can continue upside as well. RSI coming out of the oversold levels, trading comfortable. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily chart, see, higher lows are seen here. Thus 400 is very good support, and then 350, two very good supports here on the downside. And on the upside, you can find out it has formed a tail trying to rise. I see it is getting a resistance at around 34,550 and 600 zone. Above 600 is where more bullishness may prevail, and we can expect it to achieve this zone here at 34,700 levels. Yes, above 600 more bullishness may prevail. 34,700 is achievable there. Stochastic rising from the bottom. MACD is almost flat, and RSI is flat. Looking at this, I will recommend you not to trade between 450 and 550 levels. Below 450, we can expect a 50-point trailing stop loss and supports as long as 34,300 is respected. Below 34,300 is where you can expect a sharper drop towards 200 and 100 levels as well. So you have to be careful there. On the upside, yes, you can buy at 550. However, 600 is the first resistance, and then 700 the next resistance zone. Beyond that is where the bulls will try to take over. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at DAX. Now see, DAX on the hourly charts, higher lows are observed, flat top is seen, and hence beyond 15,750 is where you can, rather I will say beyond 15,760 is where you can buy. Expect 15,800 is the next milestone, and a very good resistance. 800, 830 and 840 level. See 800, 830, 840, very good resistance exists there for DAX. Now what it is trying to do, rise, retracement, rise, double top, and possibly looking forward to a drop. Hence once it stays below 15700 is where we can expect a little drop, but then 670, 650 levels are two very good support. Now 15700 we always know has been a great support for DAX here. The stochastic retracing near to overbought zone now. MACD is in green trying to converge. RSI is also trying to look downwards. Coming to 2 hour similar observation, lower highs, higher lows, it is just trying to consolidate, trying to stay between 700, 750 levels. Hence we should not take any position in between this. In fact, even if it trades below 15700, we can expect 680, 70, and in fact 650 levels, very good support there. Stochastic near to top, MACD divergent and bullish here. It is trying to stay in green. RSI flat. Coming to 3-hour charts. Now on the 3-hour charts, resistance there from the 20 period. But look at this, very strong consolidation is seen, and hence a breakout is what we can look forward to. 15800 cannot be denied, and more bullishness. Now see what has happened. It is still trading in this bearish channel. Yes, it has seen the bottom. Now trying to retrace towards the top of the channel right now at around 15800 levels. Stochastic rising. MACD has crossed over, trying to trade with little divergence and bullishness. RSI is flat, trying to rise. Now on the 4-hour charts, look at the 4-hour charts here. Greater resistance is seen, trying to show a pullback. Support is seen on the downside. I'll wait for a breakout beyond 15750, 760. See, beyond 15750, yes, one can initiate a buying entry. 760, 780, 800, very nearby resistances. But yes, once it stays above 750, little bullishness can be confirmed. Stochastic rising, MACD crossing over and trying to trade in green. RSI flat. Coming to the daily charts. Now look at the daily chart. See, previous candle was a swing candle. We have seen 650, we have seen 800, and this has closed in green. Also now it has opened in flat. Possibly it can try to come down till towards 700, 680, and then reverse also. The reversal is also possible, where one can again expect 800, 820, in fact higher levels as well. Now why reversal is possible? See, 4 to 5 red candle, then a swing candle and a closer in green. This calls for a little rise from here. Possibility exists. Now see higher lows, higher highs. Possibly we can see it retracing a little on the upside. The stochastic at bottom, MACD is in green trying to converge, RSI flat. So looking at this, possibly we can sell at around 15700, but then I will rather recommend you to buy at around 680, 670 levels. That will be a good buying entry as well, where one can expect a reversal from there towards 750, 800 levels. Hence again a little swing with bullish bias can be expected, so trade accordingly. Now below 650 is where the bears will try to take over. For 600, 600 and 550 are the two next stronger supports here for DAX. Trade accordingly. Now let's have a look at UK100. Now see UK100 on the early charts, there is a wall at 7450, 7460 zone, and you can find out it is after getting the resistance first drop, then retracement, trying to trade with a second drop. 7420 is the level below which further bearishness may prevail, and hence only below 7420 I will recommend you to sell. Even if you are selling at 7420, remember 7400 and 7380 are greater supports here on the downside. Stochastic comfortable, MACD is crossing over for a sell, trading with divergence. RSI is flat. Coming to 2-hour chart, likewise on the 2-hour charts, higher lows and flat top. Yes, we have to wait for a breakout above 7450, 7460 zone, where the bulls will try to take over. And on the downside, yes, below 7420 is where the bears will try to take a little charge. However, 738, 7480, 7400, 7380, very good support. Stochastic has dropped. MACD is in green trying to converge. RSI is also trading with a slight negative bias. And on the 3-hour, similar observation on the 3-hour chart, it is trying to show a pullback here. This candle is about to close in next 15 minutes. However, we can see very little movement. Yes, the resistance on the upside is very clear. That is at 7450 levels. So once you see same levels, 7450, 7420, do not trade. The stochastic has dropped. MACD is in green. RSI flat. Coming to 4-hour, likewise on the 4-hour charts, flat top, retracement, higher lows, and it is taking support from the 20-50 period moving average. We have to wait for a breakout below 7420. You can see one bigger bullish candle, so possibly this could try to retrace a little. However, I do not see it breaking below 7380, because below 7380 is where the bears will take over. Stochastic near to top. MACD is trading with little divergence and bullishness, and RSI is almost staying flat here. Coming to the daily. Now look at the daily chart. See previous two candles with you can say higher lows, higher highs were seen here. So even if it tries to drop today, we may find it getting support at around 7400 380 levels, and in fact you can see a pullback also achieving higher highs. But at the same time, one must note, see what it has done. It is trying to consolidate in this zone. So 7460 7480 is the zone where we are going to see maximum resistance for FTSE 100, and see any point of time if you see it is staying above 7500, that is the time where the bulls are confirmed in FTSE 100. As long as 74500 is respected, do not treat this as bullish as of now. And on the downside, 7380 definitely a great support. The stochastic flat, MACD is in green, RSI flat. Looking at this, I will recommend you to sell here at 7420 and buy at 7450. On the upside, be careful of 7460, 7480, 7500. Three greater resistance zones. I am emphasizing it again and again. Above 7500 is where the bulls will take over. On the downside, below 7380 is where little bearishness can be expected. However, 7360 50 zone, very good support exists there. Take your positions accordingly. Trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. See you again before the US session. Thank you.